In the quiet corners of our lives, we often find ourselves holding on. We clench our hands around ideas, around memories, around the futures we have so meticulously planned. The quiet law of detachment suggests a different path, one that does not demand we drop everything, but rather that we learn to loosen our grip and see what happens next. There once was a gardener who poured his entire soul into a small plot of land. Every morning he would walk among his plants, his hands tending to each leaf and bud with meticulous care. He saw his garden not just as a piece of earth, but as a direct reflection of his own effort and worth. He planned every row, calculated the precise amount of water, and fought a relentless war against any weed that dared to show its face. His goal was perfection. The straightest stalks, the most vibrant blossoms, the most flawless fruit. This garden was his kingdom, and he was its absolute ruler. He spent his days in a state of anxious watchfulness. If a cloud blocked the sun, a knot of worry would tighten in his stomach. If the wind blew too hard, he would rush out to build small shields for his delicate roses. He believed, with every fiber of his being, that his constant intervention was the only thing standing between his beautiful garden and total ruin. His love for his plants had become intertwined with a desperate need to control their fate. He saw every bent stem as a personal failure, every wilted leaf as a sign of his own inadequacy. One season, a great storm gathered on the horizon. The sky turned a deep, bruised purple, and the wind began to howl. Panic seized him. He worked frantically, tying saplings to thick stakes, covering beds with heavy tarps, digging trenches to divert the flood. He stayed out in the lashing rain, his hands raw and bleeding, shouting at the wind as if he could command it to cease. He was determined to hold his ground, to protect his perfect creation from the wild chaos of nature. When the storm passed, he emerged, exhausted and defeated, to survey the damage. His garden was a scene of devastation. The stakes he had driven so firmly had snapped, taking the saplings with them. The tarps had trapped water, drowning the flowers beneath. But then, in a corner he had been unable to reach, he saw something astonishing. A slender willow sapling, too flexible to be staked, had not broken. It had bent low to the ground, its leaves flattened, but it was alive. It had survived not by resisting the storm, but by yielding to it, by moving with its incredible power. Imagine carrying a heavy stone in your hand, day after day. At first, its weight feels like a comforting anchor, but over time, your muscles ache, your fingers grow stiff, your arm tires, and the effort consumes your energy. You become so focused on not dropping it that you fail to notice the world. You cannot accept a gift, nor feel the breeze on your open palm. The very thing you held for security becomes a prison, limiting your movement and draining your vitality. This is the paradox of holding on too tightly. Loosen the grip and watch what arises. The plans we cling to can blind us to unexpected opportunities. The past we refuse to release casts a long shadow over the present. The gardener's revelation before the willow is a profound lesson for us all. We too often operate under the illusion that we can command the storms of our own lives. We draft detailed 5-year plans, choreograph difficult conversations, try to manage the emotions of those we love. This belief gives a sense of agency, of mastery, navigating our ship through a turbulent sea. However, control is mostly an illusion. Life is a vast, interconnected river. We are a single current within it. We cannot command traffic to clear, nor force a seed to sprout, nor dictate another's feelings. The more rigid our will, the more exhausted we become, like building a dam out of sand. Attachment to a single outcome, job, relationship, a perfect life, breeds anxiety and catastrophe from small detours. We live guarding against failure. Fear narrows our vision and closes our hearts to alternative paths. True power is not in controlling the river, but in learning how to build a better boat. The power of flexibility. Resilience, the wisdom to know when to paddle hard and when to simply steer. By letting go of control over every current, we free energy to adapt, to respond, to navigate with grace instead of white-knuckled desperation. Imagine walking deep into an ancient forest. The air is still and cool, scented with damp earth and pine. A small hidden lake, its surface perfectly calm, reflects every detail with absolute clarity. The lake does not try to hold the bird or resist the sunset. It simply is, and in its stillness, it reflects everything. When our minds churn with attachment, desire, fear, perception distorts. We see not what is, but what we fear or want. We project the past onto now, reacting to old wounds instead of responding to what is. Detachment is letting the waters of the mind become still, not empty, not unfeeling, observant and steady. See a wave of anger or sadness rise, acknowledge it, and let it pass. Watch mental weather like clouds across the sky. We are the sky, not the clouds. When calm returns, a new clarity is born. We see with stunning clarity, listening without rehearsing, facing challenges without panic, reflecting the world as it is. Letting go is not becoming cold, distant, uncaring. Many fear it means giving up goals or love, drifting in apathy. But true detachment is a more refined, powerful love. The open palm, not the closed fist. Clutching a butterfly crushes its wings. On an open palm, it rests in freedom, and may fly when it will. This love honors freedom and integrity. It guides, supports, and provides a harbor, then trusts. A detached artist creates from joy, undestroyed by criticism, undefining by praise, fulfilled in the process itself. Letting go is not ceasing to care. It changes the way we care, from fear to freedom, from control to trust. A love more sustainable, generous, and profound, making space for genuine connection, respect, and growth. Life is a great river, moving, carving new paths, carrying all along. Many of us fight this river. We build dams of expectation, shout directions at the current, and exhaust ourselves swimming upstream. The river teaches, do not smash the boulder, flow around it. Reach the cliff and become a waterfall. Strength and adaptability. Accept the landscape. Find the path of least resistance. Intelligent, observant, strategic. A rigid oak shatters. Flexible bamboo bends and survives. Conserve energy for when it matters, and know when to float. Trust the river's direction through rapids, stagnant pools, darkness and sunshine, forward toward the sea. One gift of letting go is presence. Preoccupied with holding the past or controlling the future, we are not truly here. We are living in a world of ghosts, shadows, memories, projections. Our bodies here, our attention elsewhere. Detachment anchors us. By releasing attachment to outcomes, we stop striving for a future moment of happiness. We find joy, contentment, meaning in the moment we are actually living. Letting go is not passive. It is profound courage. Our attachments feel like rafts. Releasing them, even slightly, creates space. Let go of a minor argument. Choose not to have the last word. Forgive a small slight. Pause your worry for 10 minutes. We stop chasing happiness and discover it was here all along, in the simple fabric of the present. The city sleeps. Behind one window, a person rests. The cup no longer clenched, hands open, not empty, simply ready. Which part of life asks you to open your hands? Which small thing will you let go of today?